Hello, Internet, and welcome back to the Weirdo Watchlist Podcast, a podcast that's slightly off. We're here to continue our mission in talking about movies, new and old, weird or not, and movies from the Weirdo Watchlist from Letterboxd. I'm your host, Mikey, and that's your other host, Sam. How are you doing, Sam?
Hey, I'm great. How are you?
I'm also doing good.
I like how you said we're on a mission.
We're on a mission.
I love. We are on a mission.
You'd think after doing this show for like 2 years, I would have a more consistent intro. But every time every time I start the recording, I barely know what's going on.
And that's all right.
Yeah,
that's all right. But then we freaking segue right into what we've been watching, which is beautiful because I went to the theater yesterday for a good 4.5 hours. I saw 2 movies. I double featured it yesterday: Zootopia 2 and Broadway musical Merrily We Roll Along.
Okay, is that
Have you heard of that?
Is that like a recorded stage production?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the music, it's just like a pro shot, which I don't know if you've watched any of that. I like that kind of thing. But,
like Hamilton. Like the way
Hamilton.
Like,
Hamilton's a great example. It's like the best example.
So it's just a filmed Broadway production.
Yes, but this one, it was filmed with a lot more close-ups than I've ever seen before, and like they do a lot of like slow zooms in on a character, and it was like, it was weird. I didn't like that part of it. The musical's fine. It's a Stephen Sondheim musical I'd never heard of.
Sure.
I love his shit. So it was 2.5 hours, but God, the way it was shot was so uncomfy. But whatever. It was still just like it was a musical. Like, when you have a staged musicals, you're not supposed to be able to see somebody so close up. So like, to have it be cutting a shit ton between different characters close-ups as if it's like dialogue in a movie, it just feels weird. It feels out of place. But I followed that from Zootopia 2, which I saw first. Oh my god.
How is that? Because that's like, as much as I'm never like on board with whatever like Disney puts out, whether it's like anything, Zootopia 2 was kind of like, I got a soft spot for that first one. I think the first one's really fucking good. So part of me kind of really did also want to see this new one.
You should. If you like the first one, I think the second one's good. I think I was pleasantly surprised because they can botch sequels so easily.
Yeah.
Moana 2, like, this feels so much better than a sequel usually does. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
And there's fun references. Like there's a very funny like Shining reference, The Shining. Which I didn't expect. Like, some very clever humor in it. I don't know what I guess I expect. A lot of dumb humor too. It's a kids movie.
Sure.
It's very fast paced. Very fast paced. It's like, it jumps you right into like you're watching fucking reels. Like a scene can't go more than 30 seconds and you're on to some new funny bit. You know what I mean? But but for the most part, really good.
All right. I remember
I want to see it again.
Yeah, I remember working at the theater, right? And that's when like the first one came out, and I think I saw that like movie like 10 times.
Really?
I saw it a lot. I'm not a furry. Don't you ever say that. No, but I did see it like 10 times. And I was in the boat that thought like it wasn't going to be any good. So when I did see it, I was like, God fucking damn.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the first one. I still rewatch it every once in a while, I guess. I rewatched it before this latest one came out.
Yeah, sure.
It's fine. I can see so much. Like, it's a great world.
Yeah.
Like, I can see it easily being turned into like a kind of probably a mediocre Disney Plus show or something.
They already did one of those.
Oh, did they? Was it mediocre?
Zootopia Plus. I didn't watch it. But it's basically just like slice of life. What's Chief Bogo up to? What's the other guys up to?
All right, perfect. Yeah, I can see it. I can see that.
Yeah, just following
infinite material.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's a cool universe.
I didn't watch it, but that's what the show is. There's no like, it's not like a Marvel show. It's more
Right.
just
I bet it satisfies just enough and is not. I mean, this kind of the new one is harmless. Like it does just enough to be like, yeah, that was good. It
yeah,
doesn't do anything groundbreaking, that's for sure.
sure.
But I don't know. I loved the very serious tone that it would bring to like some kind of tough situations. Like the kind of the root story, the message is like, are you gonna die? Is it worth dying for what you believe in? Even if you're doing the right thing, is it worth dying for?
Sure.
And that's like a really fucking deep, hard ass question to ask. Like these antagonists who are like, Judy Hopps wants to do nothing but the right thing, but like, is it literally worth going in there and dying for right now, just to prove that So I don't know. It was a good one. Tell me what you've been watching.
I do want to stick on Zootopia 2 for one last second.
You do. You haven't even seen it.
I haven't even seen it. You're right, but
Jeez, let me tell
my wife at the theater she works at had a private event for Zootopia 2. Bunch of people in fursuits watching Zootopia 2. It happened.
Sick.
Yeah, she had a furry fucking meetup screening. And they asked one of the other managers what his persona was, and he couldn't even drum up an answer.
Damn, that's freaking dope.
They thought he was a furry too, because like they said like he looks like a furry, but just not in his costume. Like he looks like he would be one.
Hell yeah. Giving furry.
Yeah, he's giving furry.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's a couple things I watched. I did see Predator after the podcast last episode.
Yeah, you did. Freaking cool. Did you like it?
I really did enjoy it. It is just awesome fucking world building. It's just cool lore shit you get to see on the big screen.
Yeah, I'm so glad I caught it on a big screen, for sure.
Shit like that just fucking like rocks me every time. Just exploring new areas in a franchise, especially if it's like really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, you can easily see, like, Disney going some route where it's like, we're going to Yoda's homeworld, and it feels, like, corny and cheesy, and just shit. But you give, like, someone like Dave Trachtenberg, like, creative control and, like, good understanding of the universe he's working with, and he makes it feel really fucking cool and actually worth exploring. Especially with how well the Weyland-Yutani company is put into this movie, too, from, like, the Alien movies.
Yeah.
It works really fucking well, because they never reference, like, oh, what about the xenomorph? Remember when we did that? They never do any of that shit. Instead, they just let them be their own presence, conducting, like, space colonialization. Or whatever, just colonizing and mining space.
Yeah.
And here comes along a predator. It's great.
Hell yeah. I tried watching it at home. Not the same.
You gotta wait for the proper digital release.
I really do. It was a bad cut what I watched. So I was like, I can't even.
Was it just like a fucking camcorder just in the theater, or was it just dog shit quality?
Damn near close, if not that. Yeah, it was a copy of a copy of a copy.
Sure,
or something.
Yeah.
Had some Chinese subtitles on the screen type shit. So I gave up on that after 5 minutes. I was like, yeah, no, I don't need to.
And then the last movie I did that for specifically was Borderlands. Because I forgot. Yeah, total dog shit. I don't know the reason I picked to watch it. I think I was just too happy with what I had been watching lately, and needed a bad movie to like counterbalance that and give me something to hate for the end of the year. So kind of like self-inflicted torture in a way. But so yeah, I pirated that because there's no way I was fucking paying $20 to watch it, or any real money. Anyway, and. Yeah, the version I watched on that was actually pretty good quality. I think it was just on like 1, 2, 3 movies or something.
Fuck yeah! Shouts out.
Shouts out.
This week's sponsor.
This week's sponsor, piracy. Don't want to pay $50 to watch Netflix after the merger with Warner Brothers? Set sail.
$50.
Dude, I miss fucking Redbox, man. I got back into going to a Redbox.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks before they fucking stole all of them back. There's like, before I go to work, I go to like there's like a specific gas station that has a Redbox in it, right? Yeah. And I was looking, and it was like, it's actually pretty reasonably priced to rent a movie out of the Redbox, especially this one right here. Like, it costs like $3-4 to just rent a movie, like, on, like, Vudu or something. But it's like $1.50 at Redbox. So I was like, this is a better deal if there's a movie in here I want to see that I don't want to pay more money for.
Yeah.
So I did that exactly once with Mafia Mama with Toni Collette, right?
Okay.
It was not that good. I thought it was going to be a lot more in line with something like 80 for Brady. I don't know if you've seen that one.
I haven't. I know what it is, but
I might have glazed over it in previous episodes, but that was a good movie. Anyway, Mafia Mama, not that good. But I was able to just return it to the Redbox the next day, and then like a week later, Redbox like shut down for good. Declared bankruptcy and just vanished. I was pissed. There's so many movies I wanted to watch in there.
I know. I liked using it as well. It's just like physical has just already progressed or degressed, died so much. I mean, it doesn't even make sense to rent out physical copies anymore. Everybody has the internet. Everybody has something they can stream on. People aren't going out to Redbox anymore. Even like, I feel like it's not for the wealthy or like the poor. Like, if you're poor, it's almost less likely you're gonna have a DVD player. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
most people don't
have a Roku.
Yeah.
That's like, who are DVDs for now? You know what I mean?
Me,
I don't know.
For me and you, you fucking sent me that snap of you buying the Gummo Criterion.
True.
So they're for it's for us. It's for us. I fucking missed the sale.
I was surprised it was still on sale. It was on sale that day.
It was like a weird. I think it was like November 5th to like today is when the sale went. I think they just chose like a Friday to a Friday, but
$50 for most Criterions it's crazy. I mean,
it's expensive.
I don't want to even spend $25 on half these, and they're 4K, but I don't have a 4K player, so I'm just getting a Blu-ray out of it. I don't want the 4K part of it. I mean, I don't care.
They still do the Blu-rays. You're just grabbing the 4Ks. Like, they got a Gummo Blu-ray.
They didn't. Maybe they do somewhere, I guess, but not here.
Oh, okay. But
anyway,
I would say like you go to the like online store, but that's not 50% off. That's not the Barnes and Noble sale.
Maybe one day I'll have a 4K, but
I still gotta grab Gummo. I didn't grab Gummo. There's like a few. There's a fucking few good ones they're putting out like now actually. Like History of Violence. I wanted to fucking pick up Altered States.
A lot of History of Violence. My brain went to In a Violent Nature. I'm like, on the Criterion?
Yeah, that one.
Cool.
Hey, they fucking put Armageddon in there, so anything's possible.
Fuck yeah.
I got another movie, a new movie, talking about backtracking to what we've seen. I saw the Knives Out Wake Up Dead Man. That was really fucking good.
Oh, how do you see that?
Because
streaming?
Not yet. They do like a limited theatrical run.
Oh.
So they did that like the week of Thanksgiving, and then they run it for 2 weeks for Oscar qualifications, and then they pull them, and then they put them on Netflix like a month after that.
Okay.
It sucks and it's stupid because these movies would do like a lot better with a full fucking theatrical release, but that's a conversation I've already had today with other people.
Yeah.
But Wake Up Dead Man.
Did you like the movie though?
Was really fucking good. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah. How does it compare? Does it hold up for the other two?
I have not seen either of the other two for quite a while. But I know Knives Out, the first one, I think is kind of a perfect movie, especially in the way it like captures itself and doesn't feel like it's gonna age at all.
Yeah.
And it is also just like the coziest of movie, right? And I like best written. Craig's like the best in that one, and the supporting cast is also just all on point. It's a phenomenal ensemble.
Yeah.
Glass Onion definitely felt weaker. I have to rewatch that one. I haven't seen that one since theaters. But yeah. Wake Up Dead Man is definitely the second best of the three.
Okay. Cool.
It definitely it still like plays into kind of like what Glass Onion was doing with like a bit of modern commentary, you know, like you got Josh Brolin as like this fanatical priest yelling about the world, and one of the side characters is like wannabe GOP influencer who keeps talking like, I hit all the talking points. I talked about like I talked about being like anti-gay, anti-abortion, immigration, of just listing off all these like points. And you can see in one of the videos he uploads, it's just a thumbnail of Josh Brolin and says, God is in Doge. And I'm like, okay, so we're still on this train. But it never felt like it was obnoxious because they do use his character pretty well. And the biggest thing is Josh O'Connor, because he fucking steals the whole movie. Yeah, he's like the main priest who helps Daniel Craig throughout, like solving the mystery, but it feels like it's his movie and not Daniel Craig's.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
it's just like how fucking well his character is written, and like Josh O'Connor's acting in it too. He's just fucking phenomenal. He's like a warm little priest. He's new in town. He just wants to like spread the proper word of the Lord, and not what Josh Brolin is doing. So he's like the most warm and inviting guy you could meet in the movie, and then he's being paired up with like just a cast of just nonsense characters that don't feel as developed as the first Knives Out. But again, the movie makes up for that by just propping up Josh O'Connor so phenomenally well. Yeah. It's a fucking great time. It's another Knives Out, so it's just as fucking fun as the other two.
Oh yeah. Good. Good.
Is there anything else you got?
God, yeah, I saw a movie called Rental Family, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, that one is like the wannabe Oscar contender, I think.
Dude, it's so good.
It's good.
I loved it so much. I want to watch it again. It's just a feel-good flick.
Just delightful.
I love Brendan Fraser. I love this kind of story. This was a good time. I would love to watch it again. Next time I'm just need a cozy. I don't know if it's even a cozy movie. Not exactly,
it's just delightful, delightful, gooey,
heartstring pulling.
Yeah.
But like never in like an over the top way that makes you uncomfortably like sad. Just like heartwarming.
Yeah.
And
inoffensive.
Man. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be. I mean, whatever it's up for Oscars, I don't know. It's just, it was nothing crazy. Like I don't know.
Just one of those that was like,
it was just like easy digestible and just.
Yeah, one of those like classics.
I needed it.
15 years ago could have gotten a nomination, but
yeah,
today's Oscar field typically looks different.
Yeah, directed by this lady who goes by a single name, Hikari.
Did that Hulu thing, Beef,
which I heard is really good.
People really liked Beef, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that person made this movie. I recommend it. I say go see it once you can, and just enjoy your time. I bawled like a baby. Oh, and it was so I was gonna go to the theater. Some Black Friday, the day I saw
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was gonna go to the theater and see Zootopia 2 on that day, but because there was no school that day, everybody brought their kids.
Yeah.
Zootopia made a half a billion, no, 500 million
Half a
dollars, something like
billion.
that.
Yep.
Is that a half a billion? Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane, insane.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, yeah. That
the
movie's
theater
like
I was at,
fifth highest opening
all of
ever, I think.
dude, crazy. It's so crazy. Yeah, worldwide. But the theater I went to had a bunch of sold out showings. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna buy a ticket and go cram myself in with a bunch of kids. It's not gonna be a fun experience. I just
Yeah.
know it. So I went and saw Rental Family instead.
You're
And
already there.
wow, and yeah, and it was first off exciting that I went to a good movie. But this family came in like 5 minutes into the movie, and there was like probably like seven of them, and they just went into the row right behind me, and you could tell that they were not there for Rental Family. They were obviously probably there for Zootopia,
Yeah.
because two of the kids were like definitely Zootopia age, and I'm like, they're not gonna enjoy this. I don't know if they enjoyed it or not, but I was trying so hard not to cry loudly, but this family was just like silently. They were all very good, like worried about the kids being annoying, but they weren't. Everybody was really quiet, but I
That's good.
was trying so hard not to be fucking loud crier. My God,
The blubbery mess.
dude. Yeah, there was one scene in particular that, I mean, I cried probably 3, 4 times in this movie, but one time specifically, I was just like, dude, if I start sniffling a lot right now, shut your mouth. That's what I'm saying.
That was me when fucking Interstellar was back in theaters like last
Yeah.
year,
Oh yeah.
where it was a fucking packed showing. It was again like Interstellar back in IMAX for like fucking 2 nights only. So everybody was in there. Like I was like sitting so far to the edge, but I was like I'm fucking here, and I cried for the entire fucking runtime. I
Oh
was
yeah.
just so overwhelmed by just the size of the fucking screen, seeing Interstellar just big and loud.
Yeah. I'm not crying because of the movie. I'm actually scared.
It was insane. Yeah, no, I fucking like
Mhm.
had to like briskly walk myself out after the movie was done so nobody would see like a 30-year-old man just weeping his eyes out.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Good movie. Good movie.
Good movie. Do you want to segue into the main topic of the episode?
It's yeah. Let's do it. Let's bring this lighthearted episode down a little bit.
Yeah, we're having too much fun right now. Let's fucking feel miserable for the next 20 minutes. What did you think about Pascal Lauger's Martyrs?
Martyrs from 2008. I really liked it actually.
I did too.
I didn't know if I was going to be honest with you. Uh, but I really did. I really liked it. It's gratuitous. It's a lot. It's a lot going on, but
It
I think it serves a purpose anyway.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
no,
Like,
this is like one of those movies that ends up on like all of the fucked up, disturbed, don't watch these movies list with like fucking like
yeah,
Serbian film and Cannibal Holocaust. This movie's usually right next to those, but
right.
like as much as I do also like Cannibal Holocaust and hate it at the same time.
Yeah.
Cannibal Holocaust has its own like narrative about like exploitation, but at the same time it also feeds into that exploitation loop. So it's doing the thing it's preaching against.
Yeah.
Martyrs, on the other hand, feels, I'm not gonna say tasteful because it's still just viscerally violent, but it never feels like it's over the top. And I
Yeah.
think the best way I can explain it is to just like in the beginning of the movie when Anna like finds the family and just nice family breakfast talking about school and everyone's happy, and then Anna, the main character, like busts down the door and just starts blasting everyone with a shotgun. When she
Yeah.
gets to like the daughter, the whelp she gives after being shot in the back, and then just the thud,
Yeah.
felt so fucking real.
Sick.
Like
Yeah.
any other Hollywood movie, there would have been such a comical splatter, and we would have seen it in like 3 quick cuts, and there would have been like just more pronounced fluid. But the way this movie like chunks its violence feels fucking insane, and it just never stops getting more and more shocking. I thought it, like, I didn't know what to exactly expect going in. I knew it was just going to be, like, torture porn, just violence against women the entire time. But it was much more nuanced than that, I think.
I suppose it was, but I mean, I feel like it's a lot of that.
It's a lot of violence.
The end, I mean, so obviously huge spoiler alerts. If you haven't seen it, then whatever.
Yeah.
But once our main character dies halfway through, I'm gonna call her the main character, even though obviously she's really not in the long term.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name. Anna and who?
Anna and I got the Lucy.
Lucy.
So Lucy. Yeah, Lucy's the one who is like, these people fucked me up as a kid.
Right. Once she dies,
yeah,
it gets even fucking just. I thought it wouldn't get worse after that, but then obviously it's so much worse.
It doesn't stop
Anna,
escalating,
so.
and it doesn't stop shocking me.
Yeah.
Until the end.
Yeah. And I've seen the image of her like skinned and strung up. I've seen that so many times. I just didn't know what it was from.
Sure.
Honestly, I don't know if you've seen the image of that iconic.
I never.
The,
the only thing I've ever seen of this movie is just the poster.
Okay, word. I swear I don't know where I'm seeing it. People are probably posting it in the icebergs that you're talking about, the fucked up movie icebergs. But yeah, I really I was surprised with how much I liked it, and even though most of it feels like torture porn, and I don't usually like that in a movie. I feel like there's enough else going on with like some of the supernatural bits.
Yeah.
With her seeing this thing that it's obviously not there. She's self-harming, but like it's like this entity that is like
I
attacking her.
Like again, the way this movie just like ramps itself up as it goes on. Again, you going in, you are led to believe it's just gonna be like the movie opens with Lucy as a little girl running out of the warehouse, obviously beaten, and then opening credits of her in the hospital. They're saying like, yeah, she was beaten so badly, it was fucked up. She won't say who did this. And then flash forward to, yeah, like the family, the shotgun, Lucy blasting. I thought it was going to be like, yeah, like violence begetting more violence type thing.
Yeah.
And the demon who's like cutting her up, I thought was just exactly what it proves to be, just like trauma response, guilt, and then like she sees that every time she like self-harms, and then we see from Anna's perspective, she's like just slamming her own head into the wall. So I thought that's where it was going to just end, like not like the movie itself, but as deep as it would go.
Right.
Only to find out, like, yeah, no, like the girl she's seeing, it was in the same warehouse, and like she left her behind. That's why she feels so guilty.
Right.
Which again, like, makes sense still. You know, it's like, okay, there was another victim. And then, after all of it's done, like, Lucy's dead, everyone else is dead, it's just Anna. Then, like, the fucking, like, I thought was, like, French FBI showing up, like, alright, what the fuck's going on here? We've been looking for these people, you know, like, we caught Jeffrey Epstein type situation. And then No, wait, before they even show up, then Anna finds the basement of the, like, torture dungeon, and my gut reaction was like, they've got a fucking Jeffrey Epstein, like, sex torture dungeon? And I thought that's where the movie was gonna go. And then we find the other victim who's been down in that basement for who knows how long.
Oh yeah, that shit coming out of her head.
Yeah, with the fucking metal visor like bolted into her fucking skull.
Yeah,
I was like, there's nothing else this movie can do to shock me. And then after all that, we're met with
it's Anna's turn.
It's Anna's turn. Yeah, it's like the Jeffrey Epstein, the Epstein cult people show up and explain the whole thing. Like, we are trying to get people to see God through torture. Look at all these people.
He really does drop a lot of exposition on it.
It's quite the exposition dump. And I was like, good fucking God. I thought it like jumped the shark a bit as I was like watching. I was like, this is getting a little ridiculous. Just how much is still being built up. But as it kind of like, as the movie went on, I mean, the rest of the movie after this is just Anna getting the shit beat out of her and just being like spoon-fed goo. It like that's
really
like yeah,
it a lot.
It's just her getting fucking beat up on, and like for like 30 minutes, and then she gets skinned, and yeah, like the whole point of like her torture to these people was to get her to like not just have like a near-death experience, but to glimpse into the afterlife, so they could find out what's over there or what lies beyond. And
what do you think about the end of this film? With all of that being said,
I like right before the podcast, I did watch a video on just to figure out kind of like, you know, like the baseline explanation. It was kind of like already like what I had figured out. I had like a different theory, but
sure, tell me the theories.
Because yeah, like Anna like sees the afterlife, becomes a martyr is what they're trying to do. Like they're trying to create martyrs. They've been doing it for years. Only 4 of them succeeded, but none of them have actually like said what's on the other side. And Anna finally does to the Mademoiselle, and they get everybody together and they're like, "Are you ready to tell us what we discovered?" And she was like, "No," and she shoots herself.
Yeah.
And movie ends.
Basically.
And I took that. I'll explain like what the video said. But I took that as like, she saw like Anna told her what was over there, and she realized she would never obtain that for doing it, and just killed herself. But as like the video I watched like explained, that idea that I had is stupid. Doesn't make sense, because if she was worried about going there or not, she wouldn't have done any of this.
Yeah.
But the ending basically explained like the things she like Anna saw and told the Mademoiselle was like so overwhelming for her. She realized like life was now pointless. It was like either like she saw like nothing, and that knowledge of there being no point after, there's no afterlife, no point, she killed herself. But you do see like the white glow, you know, in her eyes, and that's the light. So like the video explained like that she like basically like reached enlightenment and discovered the meaning of life like in her final moments, which like you're only supposed to really understand in those final moments. You know, you get the final answer to what this has all been for. And when the Mademoiselle gets that answer, she's like, well, what's the point of me still living if I already have the answer? And she doesn't want anybody else to know, because they'll also just be fucking depressed.
It'll be done too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So
I like it. I love the ambiguous ending. I love making people think. You know, just take your own guess. You know what I mean? Like, and like putting us in the shoes of like everybody else. You know, like You don't get to know. The audience doesn't get to know. The people don't get to know. Only the dead get to know.
Only the dead get to know. But it was again like it's a movie I could definitely watch again. Like at like film club, right? One of the guys said like, should we like have like a content warning if one of us is gonna bring something really fucked up? And like we collectively said like, I don't think it's needed for us, but if one of us brings somebody else, then yeah, a warning would be nice. Like somebody brings their girlfriend, I'm sure they would appreciate a warning before they're gonna watch fucking Martyrs or not.
Pretty sure, yeah. Probably a good idea.
Probably a good idea, yeah. But yeah, it's honestly, yeah, I could rewatch this movie, I think. I really did enjoy a lot more than I thought. Because a lot of these, like, disturbing iceberg movies are just, like, fucking nonsense and just fucked shit for the sake of fucked shit with no, like, substance to it. Like, fucking, like, shit like Human Centipede,
Yeah.
Where it's just, you're just watching it because it's fucked up. But Martyrs, again, like, steps above that and feels like actually worth watching if you can handle the level of shit that happens in here.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I say, like, I can come back to this at some point, it's still, like, fucking brutal to watch.
Yeah, honestly, like, I enjoyed it. I don't really see myself seeing it again, unless there was, like, a reason to, like, watching it by myself again.
Sure.
Don't really need to.
Did you...
I thought about it for a while, for a couple days, after it, and I thought about watching the remake, like the American, I think it's American, remake, which I hear is just awful, so that's why I didn't do it. But
okay. I was hoping you were going to do it, because I also thought about doing it, but I was like, it's funny that people hate this movie because it is just a bastardization of this, and it sucks. But that's also what's keeping me from watching it, because it is just, like, objectively a shit movie anyway.
And, like, I know the general of what happens, so, like, it's not going to surprise me with any of that. It's just going to show me a bunch of depraved shit. Here's our version of some depraved shit, and it's just like, all right. I don't need to see of that.
I looked at some of the reviews for the remake, and a lot of it also just said, like, it's just fucking watered down. It's not even, like...
Really?
Yeah, just like, it's fucking just milquetoast, just normal horror violence. Like, bogged down, watered down, shit sucked ass. Just had to fuck up another movie to be in English. This review I'm looking at is just half the review page itself, like scrolling through popular reviews. It takes up half that page, and it's just the middle finger emoji. It's a lot of middle fingers I'm scrolling through.
I don't think I'm going to watch...
I don't think I'm going to watch it either.
Remake. And I might not ever watch this one again, but I don't see, I guess, why not.
It's not like, like...
It kept my attention. It didn't ever get slow.
It like, locked me in. Right, like... Not like right away, because again you get the opening and then you get family banter.
Once the shotgun
when the shotgun comes in, that locks you in. Like
it did, yeah.
Because then you're like, first you're wondering like, who's this fucking family? What's going on here? And then okay, here we fucking go.
And she was gonna help the woman.
She wanted again. I mean, like fucking. To Anna's credit, she didn't think Lucy was really telling, like, or was like exaggerating it. She didn't fully believe that it was a whole like.
Too normal.
They look too normal, exactly. She didn't expect it to be. She expected like trailer trash, like Jeff the Killer, fucking Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. not fucking upper middle class sex dungeon people.
Yeah.
But she shouldn't have done it. She shouldn't have done it. When fucking Anna was like, or Lucy was like beating that woman with the fucking mallet, there were a couple shots just of her head just bouncing around. It was insane. Again, this is a fucking visceral movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
It's also got like really good editing because like it never feels like it's like for as much violence as there is and how much just brutality, it never feels like it's hanging on to any of it longer than it needs to. Where it's like just enough to get that like knee-jerk reaction without like, I'm not gonna say like overloading you with it because again this movie still is pretty overwhelming for the average moviegoer.
There.
It never feels exploitative.
Martyrs is basically like a normal movie for me.
Pretty,
so I don't know about
to me, it's a pretty normal movie.
To people like me, Martyrs is like normal movie. One thing I do appreciate that this movie did not do is make it sexual.
Yeah, no, they established that in the beginning too. Yeah, I thought it was going to be sexual assault and torture, but they're pretty.
It always seems
in the beginning of the movie. The doctor's like, she was not molested or anything like that.
Yeah,
she was just beat.
Moving on,
and we're moving on, and they do, and again they don't do any of that. So they could have gone that route where it's just already like grotesquely violent and just gross towards women too on top of it.
Right. Then it's real torture porn.
Then it's real torture porn. Dude's dick's coming out. Gross.
Oh.
Stop it.
Okay. Wow. So Martyrs. What? So are we gonna rate this thing? Rate a movie like this?
I certainly can.
Sure. Why not?
I give it an 8 out of 10.
Hell yeah. I'll give it a 7. Soft 7.
Soft 7. Gentle 7.
Gentle 7. Yeah. Can't say I'm gonna recommend it to many.
It's not an easy movie to recommend. As good as I think it is, I'm not gonna tell my parents to watch it or have my wife watch it.
But like film nerds who like to talk about movies, this has enough to talk about.
It's got enough to talk about. It seems to be,
and then go watch all the YouTube videos about it. You know
if you're a horror fan if you're a horror fan, right? I think it's definitely worth checking out. Especially if you can stomach shit like Terrifier. I mean, Terrifier's more over the top with it, of course. Like, I think in the first Terrifier, like, the dude, like, chainsaws a woman in half, like, from her vagina. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's not comically violent like that. But if you can... I saw this Martyrs specifically described on Letterboxd as like the scene in SpongeBob where like Squidward like drops a sofa on his foot and they're just like digging that around on his fucking toenail. If you can stomach that, you can get through Martyrs pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
So if you're able to like fucking handle it, because again, it is a violent fucking movie. And it can ruin your night if you're not like fucking like ready for it. But yeah. I still say it's worth checking out with caution.
Respect.
There are worse movies out there. Like Cannibal Holocaust is a much more fucked up movie because that one has like so much just actual fucked shit going on in it.
Yeah.
But Martyrs still definitely like earns its reputation, I think.
Yes, it does.
Is it weird? For the first half, I did not think so. I was like, this is just like crime scene cleanup. What's going on?
Yeah.
You know, nothing super weird going on. It's just really fucked up. And then they introduced the basement, kind of like they introduced the basement. And then I'm like, okay.
I think Yeah, it's close to almost not being like just because it's torture porn, and I don't think that it is. But if it was just another torture porn movie, then no, I don't think that just belongs on a weird to watch list. But I think having the elements of like kind of a twist, like oh, there's a whole society involved with
There's a
this, like
society
the
thing.
Mad
There's like
as
a
well, that whole
religious
thing, it makes
angle.
it pretty weird. And
Yeah.
like the demon that's invisible and like almost like a paranormal angle to it that like gives this movie a lot more depth than just we're watching people get tortured. So I
Yeah.
feel like because of that stuff, like it 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 rides this wave of like of the vibe where it's not where there's actually a movie that is saying something underneath this layer of grotesque and fucked. So I think because of that, maybe that it does possibly belong on the weirdo watch list.
Yeah.
I think it sneaks on. I think it sneaks on just barely.
It gets in there in the back half for sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And then ending. The ending is.
oh yeah. Again, I said before, and I'll say again, the way this movie just still somehow manages to keep building up itself until like the final, like the closing shot. Like when Mademoiselle just like killed herself, it was such an abrupt cut to like cut to black. Like I knew it was gonna happen. You know, you can kind of sense she's like getting all her makeup off, and she's like being weird about it. You're like, she's gonna fucking like cap herself right now, isn't she? And then she fucking does, and your jaw still kind of like hits the floor.
Yeah. I loved it. Shouts out Tubi for having this on.
Shouts out Tubi. Tubi, the official streaming partner of the Weirdo Watchlist. Our episodes are not on there though. Yeah. We do not have episodes on Tubi. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, they have everything else.
They got everything else. They got fucking like Game Theory on Tubi also.
Huh. I think they had both Martyrs too.
I think both so. That would check out. I mean,
could be wrong.
They do. I just looked. They do.
Cool.
Any clue? Yeah. Any final thoughts out of you, sir?
No.
All right.
I got no more thoughts on this one. I got nothing to say.
All right, then allow me to introduce the next pick.
Okay, next episode.
The next episode. I am going to keep it in the corner of depraved, but in the opposite corner, and go with something that we both really, really enjoy, and that is Freddie Got Fingered.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah. Yeah,
so,
it's been a bit since I've watched that.
Yeah, both of us have seen it. I made my brother watch it last year, but I'll tell that for the next episode. It's a much funnier movie than Martyrs, but still grosses a lot of people out. And we'll talk about all that and why I think it's actually one of the fucking funniest movies I've ever seen. So, thank you all for listening to the Weirdo Watchlist. Be sure to rate, comment, share, subscribe, watch movies, watch Freddie Got Fingered. You can rent it. This movie is sometimes a little hard to track down, FYI. Right now, you can watch it on Plex for free. But sometimes it's on Hulu for a week, sometimes it's not, and sometimes it's just not available at all to watch. But right now, you can rent it, and I'm sure Internet Archive will have it, should anything happen to it. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a good night. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.